There should be a driver in all of us where we look to create something that people really want and people enjoy a moment of opening a magazine for the first time as they would putting a record or taking it out of its sleeve and putting it on a player for the first time. There's something very, very special and personal and intimate in that experience. So Same Old is a skate magazine, and it's created with myself and a great friend, Chris Parkinson. It's Chris's idea though. Chris wanted to create a magazine that you can't get anymore, and something inspired by zines, something that talked to us, something that had everything in it. I think what began, particularly in the process of putting the magazine together, felt quite nostalgic, perhaps a bit indulgent. It's gone on to be something that's super interesting, that people want, that people are, really anticipate it, a new issue coming out. It's gone from what was 50 copies printed for the first one to now a magazine that is sold globally in shops like Supreme and Slam City Skates. I think the best way to describe what Same Old is it's a bewildering sort of journey through the rich cultural history of skateboarding. And then on top of that, it's got perhaps just a hint of madness that runs all the way through it. And everything in the magazine that you see has been provided to us by contributors, people who have really understood what the magazine is. We're working with a fantastic pro skater. He's actually part of the Same Old team now, called Puleo, and he's been doing an enormous amount of filming for us around events in the States, and that starts to show where Same Old could go. It doesn't need necessarily just to be a print product. It can move into content, it can move into film, it can move into events, and Bobby's been driving that fully.
So we're here at Skatercon 2019, and we're gonna walk around and see what kind of shit we could dig up.
Another fantastic contributor, a guy called Brittain. So Grant has documented skateboarding from a photography point of view for 40 years. This image here is a Brittain image. It was one of the images that took skating into a very different space, and you had a world of vert at that moment in time, and it moved into representing what street skating could be, exposing and celebrating where skateboarding has come from. But that informs where it's going. So skateboarding is a force for good. The sort of line I've been using is the board with four wheels will change the world. There are many, many skaters who have organised themselves and coordinated themselves in such an effective fashion that they're making real impact on society. The guys who are behind Long Live Southbank, they've organised themselves for a number of years now to focus on reopening the area under Southbank, the undercroft that was closed down. So they raised awareness of how important it is to open up that iconic spot, and they've raised over £700,000, and that's now been match funded by the Mayor. The other project which I'm so in awe of is the guys behind Skateistan. Skateistan is an organisation that marries skateboarding up with education, and as a result has a real societal impact. And now it's an internationally recognised NGO. And so all that, there are many more stories, but those people behind those projects, what their ambition is, what their belief is, how they believe skateboarding can have an impact on people's lives is so very important. A little bit, but it's for laughs more than anything.